This is going to be directed to the global PSO2 and those who want to be informed. If you do not want this information, if you do not want to listen, because this is a bit of a spoiler, especially in terms of the upgrade paths for certain units, then you can go ahead and close out. I won't be offended at all. Thank you for stopping by. Play the game how you want to play it. Before I go any further with this video, and if you want to get right into the video, there will be a time skip in the description. I do need to mention this. There is a particular document that goes into a lot of details about the 12 stars, and it gives opinions and things that you may want to know, especially in terms of like which rings to go for, which rings to level up and stuff. And also it goes into information or in-depth details about like the 12-star units in itself and some stuff about the SRT defense. You can find this document in the description. But this does give a lot of good opinions slash facts about 12-star units. You can use this to your advantage, or you could just like not look at it at all. It's up to you. Also note that I'm going to put in my 2 cents here and there as well, so you can take the advice or you can do whatever with it, or you may want to toss in the dumpster and do whatever, period. Alright, so guess what? Zig is your usual go-to guy when it comes to 15-star upgrades or like a lot of weapon upgrades. Guess what? He's also your main go-to guy for unit upgrades as well. So when I talk to him, if you want to toy around with units, you get to go to the unit tab, and then you get to select the rear arm or leg. Depends on what piece you are going for. You can also click on the material items as well. It can do some exchanges here and there, but let's focus on like certain units. So if you have the ray weapon, or the ray units, excuse me, you can't upgrade them to the Circo units or the Union units. I would advise you not to, unless 1, this is the only units that you have currently, and 2, you have the resources to do so. There's going to be points where it's like, okay, yeah, it depends on your situation. So depending on how you play the game, especially, and if this is what you have right now and you're trying to farm for all these other things, then do what you want to do. But note that this does not upgrade into a 13-star unit later. There's no upgrade for that. Some of these I'm not 100% familiar with, but I can tell you that these don't upgrade into a 13-star as well. From the look of it, you can get this regular piece. I don't know if it's an 11-star originally, but then you can get it into this, which is a 12-star, and then guess what? With that particular unit piece, you can also try to go into this path, which will be another 12-star upgrade, but you need 60 fuse items to get this upgrade. This does not have a 13-star unit rarity variant. Now this one, I have no clue if the global PSO2 is gonna have this because of the currency. This is a particular unit piece that was with the Monster Hunter collab. I don't know if they get a change of currency or if they will still have it in-game. That's up to global. But this does not have a 13-star unit upgrade. The Austere. So, I don't know if you guys have the 11-star version of the Austere. But with the Austere unit, they do have an 11-star rarity unit, which then can be upgraded into the 12-star rarity unit, which is this thing right here. You don't need any other materials for this upgrade. You just need that particular rear piece, and then boom, you got a 12-star. Guess what? Later on, you can get a 13-star upgrade. You will need a bunch of materials though. You will need Phantasmal Aries Stone, the Pure Photons Ultimate Boosters, and then this particular crafting item. Now, I don't remember how you get this particular crafting item. I know you need to desynth something. I can't remember what. If you want to put it in the comments, go ahead and do so. But this is what you need for one upgrade. With Phantasmal Aries Stone, that's in reference to Ultimate Quest, along with the Pure Photons, there will be an easier way to farm for Pure Photons later. And then Ultimate Boosters, there's going to be an easier way as well. However, to do some quick math and give you guys a heads up, you would need roughly around like 2,700 Photon Boosters. Yeah, you need 2,700 Photon Boosters to get 30 Ultimate Boosters, which then you can use over here. Guess what? That's a lot of photon boosters. Now do your math and do 2,700 times 3. If my math is correct, it should be 7,200. But let me make sure that I'm calculating correctly. So it's what? I said 2,700 times that by 3. I was off by a good, think 900. Pretty much it's 8,100. So 2,700 times 3 is 8,100. You need 8,100 photon boosters for this upgrade. Here's the thing. Later on, when you get roughly around to episode 6, they might, I don't know how Global's gonna do their thing, but they might make ultimate boosters drop passively upon completion of a certain quest, or it might be RNG chance. I'm not 100% sure, because over here in the Japanese PSO2, when we got into episode 6, or when we were going into a lot of the mid-game or mid-content to end content for episode 6, they started to have a lot of the quests drop a bunch of ultimate boosters. Some of it's RNG chance, some of it's fixed. So they might do the same thing in Global. They might do it early, or they might do it when episode 6 is out. So yeah, just do what you need to do. I don't know when they're going to release this particular unit upgrade as well. You got to keep that in mind, because once again, Global does things differently compared to what the Japanese PSO2 did, because they're rushing through a lot of content, which is good and or bad. But there is a 13-star upgrade, and if you do your math, you're going to need a lot of these. You're going to need 300 Phantasmal Aries Stone. You're going to need 150 of these Promichit. I just pronounced that. I don't know if I even pronounced that correctly. Pure Photons, 150. And then Ultimate Boosters, 90. But once again, if you can only farm Photon Boosters at that time, it's going to be 8,100 of those damn things. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Alright, let me talk about the next unit set, the Evleda. Now the Evleda can then be upgraded to a Cleasis, which then can be upgraded into Schvelle. When it comes to the 3 different unit pieces, Evleda and Cleasis are a 12-star, but then later you will get a 13-star, which is the Schvelle upgrade. So, when it comes to getting Schvelle, you can easily get that through Buster Quests. Now, with the Cleasis boosters, you will need to do certain quests to get them, and it's a material drop. And then there is that sort of exchange over there, but I don't know when Zay's gonna have that exchange. It might be upon the introduction of Schvelle boosters. But guess what? When you have Schvelle boosters, you can try to aim for this as well. If you want to do some calculations when it comes to you trying to get your Schvelle into Evleda into a Cleasis, you're gonna need 300 Cleasis boosters. And when it comes to the Cleasis to the Schvelle upgrade, you're gonna need 90 Schvelle boosters. Alright, so the next units that I'm gonna talk about will be the Lightstream. First, it's gonna start off as a Celestial, which can be dropped from the Emergency Quest Persona. Note that Global does not have that yet. You'll get it roughly around the end of episode 5. You can either get it as a natural drop, or you can get it as a fixed drop or trade through Zig. You had to trade in 50 stones. When it comes to the next upgrade though, from the Celestial to a Lightstream, you need to have this piece, and then you would need to spend another 50 stone. So that's 100 right there. Do 100 times 3. You need 300 of these stones to do these conversions, or to get these unit pieces and then do the conversion. If you can get it, once again, as a natural drop, that would save you a bit of these resources. Also, when it comes to the Lightstream, they will have a 13-star upgrade later as well. This is going to be a bit pricey, because instead of 50, now it's 100. So if you have the 12-star rarity, and you want to go for the 13-star rarity, you will need 100 of those stones, but that's it. It doesn't require anything else. Do 100 times 3, you need 300 of these stones to get the 13-star variant of the Lightstream. This one is actually an episode 6 unit piece, so I'm not going to mention that. And the last one I'll talk about will be the Novel into the Liberates. Now, with the Novel, they are already at a 13-star, and I think they introduced these Novels over here in the Japanese PSO2 at the end of episode 5 into episode 6. Alright, I think they were both released roughly around the same time or within a certain time span. I wasn't 100% here when they introduced them. I know that I was like, I had the, the Lightstream stuff. But yeah, with the Novo, pretty much you get it as a drop. But you can also get it through certain conversions, trades with other weapon badge shops here and there. Guess what? You can upgrade that Novo into a Liberate. The Liberate's going to demand a lot of crafting items. Now, I didn't really go into a lot of details about how to get these when I did my upgrade. I will make a separate video talking about that. But you will need 30 ultimate boosters, 50 pure photons, 50 of these crafting items again, or desynth items, and then you need 500 gold, whatever it is. It could be for the rear, it's gonna be the gold rear, the gold arm, the gold leg pieces. But to get these pieces, you actually need to do a conversion through the recycle shop, which once again I'll make a separate video for. And then you need the original piece, which is the Novo. So yeah, it's a lot, and pretty much in terms of the crafting materials, you'll need 150 of these ones, the pro ones. You need, did I say 250? No, 150 of these pro ones. You need 150 of the pure photons ones. You need 90 of those ultimate boosters, and then with the crafting, you need 500 of each type. So if I was trying to do the rear, you need these ones, the gold Arias. For the legs, it's gonna be the gold arms. For the legs, it's gonna be the gold legs. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to these upgrades. Do what you want to do with this information. If you are stuck, or let's say you only have a certain unit that you want to work on, then go ahead and do what you need to do, or like plan it out accordingly. Like make sure to get some of these stuff before the upgrade kicks in. I just want to inform you guys on that. And if you get asked me like what unit to go for, I would say it depends on your situation. It depends on what you're doing. Because if you're playing the game without buying as much and you're trying to farm for it personally, use what you have. Because that's the cheap way to go about it instead of trying to buy it. But that's just my opinion. If you want to buy it, that's your money. Go ahead and do so. I would personally go out of my way to try to farm this. And if I don't have all the pieces, then I will try to use whatever I have on hand. So, you know, I can play the endgame content. So I don't need to worry about like struggling in the highest difficulty and stuff. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, comment, concerns, put it down below. That's it. Wasn't really a formal technical video. It's just me showing you guys the possible path. And once again, that document actually gives a lot of good details and breakdowns on certain things. So go ahead and use that as a source. I'm just an fixer compared to me going into like a ton of the meta and technical stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.